Hey guys, Alex here from This Cob House, and in this short video I'm going to talk about how to protect a cob building from weathering and rain. So there's a misconception that cob cannot withstand any kind of moisture, that it's going to melt away if it gets rained on, and this is not true. So I'm going to teach you the three basic and simple things that you can implement to protect your cob walls and make them last for generations. So these principles apply to cob, rammed earth, straw bale, any kind of natural building, and any kind of conventional building as well. If you're building with wood, you want to keep that wood protected from moisture as well. So the first important piece is the foundation. So if this is ground level, we have our foundation stem wall. So on top of the stem wall, we have the actual cob wall, right? Fill that in a little bit here. Okay, so what this stem wall foundation is going to do is keep water runoff away from the actual earth wall. So if your cob wall came all the way down near to the ground, you're going to have problems. So as it rains, water is going to start running along the ground and you're going to get water splashback. So we want to keep this foundation at least a foot above ground level. I recommend 1.5 feet, maybe even 2 feet. You can go higher than that depending on the style you want to go for. And as long as your foundation is stone or concrete, it's not going to be affected by the rainfall. So that's the main purpose of the stem wall, is to raise the cob wall, the earth wall, above ground to keep it protected from water. All right, now the next piece is very simple and obvious, really, and that's the roof. So the roof is going to come out, and it's going to protect the cob walls, again, from the rain and the weathering. So the rain will fall, obviously it's going to drip off away from the wall. And if we have hard driving rains, it's going to protect the walls. So let's say we had our roof overhang, it was really short, like that. So unless you're in an arid environment, that's going to be a problem long term for your cob walls, because those heavy rains are going to be able to angle in and hit the wall, and it's going to run along the wall. So the next thing is going to be the plastering. So the third level of defense is going to be to cover your cob walls in a layer of plastering. And I'm going to do a separate video on that, all the different options you can use to plaster over cob and earth materials. But these three simple things: long roof overhang. Make sure that roof overhang is at least a good 2 feet from the wall. I would go 3 feet even, if possible, or longer even, depending on what you want and the style you want. But foundation stem wall, the roof overhang, and the plastering, those three things are really going to protect your cob walls from moisture. You're not going to have any problems with moisture, even if you're in a very damp environment. So I hope this helps to dispel misconceptions about cob and the difficulties of trying to keep it dry and long lasting. It's actually very easy to keep dry, and yeah, it's quite simple. Now another thing you could consider, if you needed to, They do this a lot with rammed earth construction. They actually add a small portion of Portland cement into the earth mixture, and that dramatically increases the water resiliency. So, for example, if you put Portland cement into cob, you could spray it with a high power hose and it's not going to dent it. And another thing just to mention here is cob can take a lot of water just as it is. If it can stand out in pouring rain for days, and then as long as it has a chance to dry out again, it's fine. It's not going to melt away. It can take erosion damage over time, usually during construction, which can take several years in many cases. If it's left open, it will take some erosion damage, but it's usually minimal, and it's not something to really be super concerned about or worried about. So anyway, that's that topic. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I thank you for watching it, and I'll see you in the next one.